So let's figure this out. Kind of forget what I'm supposed to do, to be honest.
Okay, Jake.
I told you.
Desmond O'Leary.
Huh?
I know you work for him.
Now you're just making stuff up. Why would you say that?
I saw the shamrock in your locker. I know what it means.
Okay, let's say you're right. So what? What are you gonna do, huh?
I'm a detective. What do you think I'll do?
Yeah, definitely better detective than friend. All right, you win, pussycat. Business isn't going that well lately. Natalia was my last well-paying job, and it's been a while. Then O'Leary shows up and offers me a bodyguard contract. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I understand.
Seriously, you don't seem like the type to accept shady offers.
I'd never take a job like that, but that's just me. I'm no one to judge.
Hey, O'Leary might run an illegal gambling operation, but it's not like he's killing people or conning widows. And I'm just a bodyguard. I make sure no one gets hurt. What I do, including my contract and paycheck, is 100% legal. How bad can that be?
Yeah, you're right. The fact that his business is illegal doesn't turn you into a criminal. We're only accountable for our own actions. But that's not what bothers me. I know you're covering up O'Leary's role in Joe Dunn's death.
Huh? O'Leary? No way. I mean, I don't think so.
Jake, please.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it now. I was here the day Dunn died.
Go on.
I had to take care of some business for O'Leary. He makes me wear the shamrock when I work for him. As you know, I left the damn thing in my locker.
Say no more. You came in the back door.
How did you... Yeah, that's it. Joe had mentioned he'd been painting that afternoon, but I forgot. I stopped in my tracks when I saw him screaming bloody murder at Bobby Yale at the top of the scaffold.
What exactly was he saying?
Something like, if you do that, I'll call off the fight and make sure you never set foot in this gym again. I didn't want them to see me, so I left.
Jake, why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be pissed off.
Well, you were wrong.
I'm sorry, John. I should have said something.
Don't worry. We all make mistakes. Time to go. I need to think about everything you just told me.
Thanks, John.
I might be able to make a new deduction. I don't know. No, I can't. But that is a... Why is it always starting that one? This is a good amount of information. Okay. So now... it's a letter. For Sonia Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. BLACKSAD.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know, I...
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
Who had it?
I don't know. My father wore it on his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
Sure, but there's something else I'm worried about. This might have something to do with the... your father's death and Bobby Yale's disappearance.
Oh my, yes. It could be.
Listen to her heartbeat.
Nice and steady heartbeat. Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup. What the?
What's wrong?
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
This is where Weekly comes into play.
Now, who's that rope for, Miss Dunn?
Weekly.
Oh my god. I was itching my head.
What the hell are you doing here?
Dude, I was itching my head. And then all of a sudden that
look,
popped in.
Isn't that Cassidy?
Don't change the subject, you sad little...
Why don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How did you get up here? I don't want anyone to see you.
I could make a new production. Oh my gosh, this always takes forever to load in between everything.
Everyone, even the most hapless of creatures, has a gift. Something that makes them special, that makes them worth knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
This bourbon shake is delicious. Want a taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which makes her the first woman to run a boxing gym, I think.
I don't think Dunn killed himself.
What? Do you have a suspect? Any leads?
No, it's just a hunch. Although... I haven't identified the murderer just yet. But trust me, I will.
Of course. And now that I've got your back, what could possibly go wrong?
I don't even know who the murderer is yet.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hunch. I wouldn't bet my life on it.
Because I didn't play far enough to
I've got
actually
other
figure out
suspects,
who
like
killed
O'Leary, the
him.
bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The same O'Leary who used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's a woman.
And then there's the walrus. Who was that guy?
Come on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent, Bobby Yale's rival.
Hey, he might have a motive, right? He might know something about Dunn's death, right?
I decided to ask Weekly to investigate Cassidy. My reasons? Weekly was right. Cassidy could have had a motive to kill Dunn. Weekly had already proven to be nosy. The farther I kept him from the gym, the better. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best approach might be. Should I give him an order, or a subtle suggestion? Yeah, you might be right about Cassidy. But, it won't be easy to make him talk. He seems like a pretty tough cookie. Only a thorough and efficient detective could pull it off. But the problem is, I already got enough on my plate.
You're a lucky man, John BLACKSAD.
I don't follow.
You just found the thorough detective you need.
Oh, of course. What a great idea. How did I not think of you?
Hey, don't sweat it. But you'll have to do me a favor. Tell Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly, please.
Well, if not, bye-bye, Cassidy.
You know, there's a third option. What if I tell Sonia to sue you for spying on her?
You wouldn't.
Try me.
Okay, you win.
I don't want to be mean, but I don't have to tell her that she has to interview this guy that was spying on her fucking an hour ago. Jeez, bro. Went black, so I was like, oh, it's
So,
gonna.
Was there
be-
really someone on the roof?
No, false alarm.
No one. I must be seeing things.
A hallucinating detective. This must be my lucky day.
Well, fuck you too, bitch. Fucking. God, what a. She's such a bitch.
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff
Okay, what-
and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
Can I find anyone in there? Yo, underground safe? Under carpet safe? Under rug safe? Yes. Okay, so... Who am I able to call? Oh, yeah, I have to call Rhino's wife and talk to her about the case thing.
Hello?
BLACKSAD here.
Please don't tell me my husband.
You have nothing to worry about, Mrs. Colbert. Do me a favor and enjoy your family.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
I didn't want to, but you know, it might help me in the future.
Smirnoff.
Joe Dunn, the boxing coach. You hear anything about his death?
BLACKSAD. Is that you?
You got me. How's everything, Chief?
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Too much work as usual. As for Joe Dunn, he hanged himself in a story. I'm too busy, John. I can't afford to put a single man on the case. Why are you asking?
Joe Dunn's daughter hired me.
But I still don't get it. Any signs of foul play?
I just don't get why this guy would hang himself. The gym wasn't making him rich, but one of his pupils was on the rise. Headed straight for Madison Square Garden.
Well, there's more to life than business. We all have dark secrets, John. Am I right?
So, are you gonna help me?
I wish I could, John. Anyway, I'm afraid I don't have anything useful to share. And it seems like you don't either. But if you do find something, give me a call.
We've been friends for a long time.
And you think this is what two friends talk about on the phone?
It should just like spam him with calls. Be like, yo, give me information, bitch. You know? Don't think there's anything else out back I can do. Okay, Sam's Diner.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I'm afraid not. It's too painful.
I know, but we need to find Bobby Yale. Anything, any minor detail, could really make a difference.
I'll try.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
Is that all I can talk to her about?
Sorry. I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
I can make 2 deductions. Take away Mary has a nice and neat handwriting. The handwriting. Dang. Ha ha.
Okay. Mary put the wedding ring in the envelope and wrote Sonia Dunn on it. But why did she have the ring in the first place?
Okay. Mary calls Joe Dunn Joey. There. It's like they're very weird.
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
Yeah, I was gonna say I should be able to do another one as well. Boom, baby. Shoosh.
What if Mary's birthday is the combination to the safe?
Okay, new deduction. Okay, I'll keep doing these. I always forget that I have the deduction thing that I can do. Boom. Okay, so I don't have to ask her for her birth date. I can just look at the cards. I wish I could, like, you know, jog a little bit. That's the one downside of this is, like, in some of the Batman Arkham games, you can, you know, jog. But then this is like just casual Sunday night walking. I don't know, I like this more than the Arkham games in some ways, because it is a bit slower, which some people like, some people don't. I enjoy it, but also there's more detective stuff than in the Arkham games mostly, because sometimes in the Arkham ones it's just, you know, figure out how to get through this, get into this building or something. You stealth your way through, and then you kind of solve some puzzle. You know,
He opened
1943.
it during the war? That's odd.
At 6 p.m. Okay.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
Didn't mean to
No.
click.
Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
No, fuck off, bitch. I didn't even want to talk to you in the first place. God, she's so sassy, dude. Such a bitch.
And there it was, Mary's birthday, a week prior to that very day.
Should I talk to her and tell her?
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Fine, I guess I'll just unlock it without you. Fuck you too, bitch. Business insurance policy. Last will and testament of Joseph R. Dunn.
You open the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this. Can you tell me what it says?
All right. I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that'll go to Bobby Yale.
When was it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Do you think Bobby Yale read it before he disappeared?
Maybe.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, now let's look at the gun and the moolah. Can I
A few
take
bucks.
the moolah?
Just petty cash.
Just petty cash.
I never would have taken Dunn for a gun owner.
Well, I mean, he did open the place during the war. 'Cause apparently they had a war in like 1940s. Okay, but now I have that information. I can't make a deduction yet? No. Jake yet. I think. Oh, Kyrie. I can't ring it a bell? Are you freaking
I
serious?
don't know why. Something just doesn't add up.
I can't ring it a bell. That's some bullcrap. Okay, so let the mayor go and talk to Mary Purnell. I know a lot of this game is just kind of going back and forth between people, so it gets kind of boring. But I like the detective shit, and they do a good job with like having a deduction format, which makes the game pretty interesting. I remember the first time I played the game, that at the start of the deduction stuff, I had no clue. I had no understanding of how to do the deductions. And now, like, for me, now, they're pretty easy. Because if you get one piece of information and you get a deduction, all you have to do is, already know it's that one piece of information that you just got, or else you wouldn't have gotten a new deduction. So you have to use that and whatever is more obvious that it would be with, you know. So I gotta talk to this bitch.
I know you're hiding something.
What?
You know what? You're the only woman who ever called Dunn Joey, except his late wife.
My goodness. I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Can I get a refill over here, Mary?
Coming right up.
Ba 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 ba. I've gone through this a lot quicker than the first time I played this game. Jeez. Well, the last time I played it, I went part of the way through the beginning, and then some of the deduction stuff I couldn't even do, so I just quit the game basically, and I never came back to it until like basically in the recent days. There's some good clocks, man.
Mary Purnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his golden years.
We'd been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with, well, weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn, before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there. He used to say it was the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant. Say no more. Paperwork.
He really hated it. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air. That was the first of many cups on the rooftop.
Which is where you seduced him.
I'm a decent woman, Mr. BLACKSAD.
It's...
You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, We realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day, so we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone. Why did you keep it secret?
For Sonia's sake. She and Joey drifted apart after her mother's death. He was afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop, we realized just how serious our relationship was, and we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime.
So he asked you to marry him?
Yes, of course. He gave me the wedding ring, and we decided to tell the world. He said he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns out, he wasn't that happy after all.
What about you? How did you feel about telling Sonia?
Maybe you already noticed, I have a slight cold. I really should be heading home.
Maybe you should cover your neck.
I lost my scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my bus stop. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. BLACKSAD.
But
He's like, that bitch is hiding something. Ouch. Nothing new, okay.
I never asked about the gym's insurance.
That's exactly what I'm reading now. So far, it looks like your standard small business policy.
I think I know who had your mother's ring.
You do?
Mary Purnell. I think she was in love with your father.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know.
There's something I never asked you about your father's will.
Oh, that's all.
All right. Thanks.
Can't make. What the fuck? Oh yes, let me turn my head and scratch my cheekbone. Ah yes, my jawline is so smexy.
You see, I've got this friend. He's a journalist, and the thing is, well,
Why?
he would a woman running a boxing gym. That's quite the story.
And how did this friend of yours find out, exactly?
That
Nothing?
one.
Much better. I
That
don't even
one.
want to hear you. I just hope you prove your professional worth before the day is over.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
I meant to click the circle, but I didn't click fast enough.
Sonia's measurements stop at 18, and there's a gap in Bobby's between ages 15 and 17.
Yes. Maybe they got too tall for him. Because there's supposed to be information on how tall Dunn was. But I don't even have that information right now, and I don't know where I got it from.
Do you remember anything else about Joe Dunn and Buddy Yale's argument?
No, not really, no. Only Joe yelling. If you do, I'll call off the fight and kick you out of the gym.
Joe Dunn or Joey Dunn?
Huh? Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although, she didn't call him anything after she died.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you know Joe Dunn had a gun in his safe?
No way, man. He hated firearms. Although... when Bobby Yale was a teenager, he went through a crazy phase. Even dropped out of the gym and joined the gang. Nothing serious. Early one morning, he broke in the gym. Joe was already here and caught him red-handed. Bobby pointed the gun at Dunn and ordered him to open the safe. So, Joe opened it and asked Bobby to put the gun aside, leave the gang and start boxing again. I got here 5 minutes later and found Bobby crying like a baby in Joe's arms. Then he just stood up and put on his gloves.
I think I
Not
already
all
looked
folks
at
are
this.
as open-minded as Dunn. I happen to know who painted the lockers. Arthur Tucker.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it was him, that bastard. I'm gonna whip the white out of him.
I'm gonna whip the white out of him. Wow. Okay. There is nothing in Jake's locker anymore, was there? I don't think he'll attack me if I open his locker again. It was just those two things. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, it was just those couple things and that's it. Open that one. God damn it. So this really shows that you could do these things in different orders, because there's some information I had before the last time I played this that I don't have right now. Not gonna cost me off. Not right now, that is.
Do you remember anything else about the day you found the thingamajig with the springs and the paint can?
Yeah, no.
No.
Wait, yeah. Well, no. Now that I think of it, no.
No.
Hey, pal. How about thanking a good-looking goat with a cigarette?
Yeah.
Of course. Here you go.
I mean, he's freaking gonna die soon anyways, basically.
Yeah, you think you're not responsible for my pathetic state? Think you're not to blame? It's the government that shipped me off to war.
They shipped me off too.
Oh, right. So then you know what it's like to kill, too. Well, then another sad hobo shouldn't be a problem for you, Professor.
Yeah, I killed people.
And yet, you don't want to help me die. Wait, but that's not what I wanted to say. Oh, well, you know we goats tend to jump from one thing to another. The government paid for everything. Army fatigues, rations, weapons, lodging, and hookers, drugs. Do you know where that money comes from? Taxes! Your taxes, my dear friend. You help them cut my legs. They declare war, every chance they get, so that the weapon industry that finances their campaigns gets richer and richer and richer. And that's how we finance their wars. So the slightest connection with corruption turns us into accomplices. Unless one manages to keep at arm's length. That is what I did, my loyal disciple. At the Million-Star Hotel. So, do like your master, the great.
Hey, what's your name? You never told me.
Oof. Fuck are you? I don't know. I don't know what I'm... Because I had information about his height, weight, and age or whatever. The last time I played this, I had that information before this point last time. But like now, I have no clue where I would have gotten that information
I don't
anymore.
Imagine Weekly falling from up here.
So I have no clue where I was supposed to get the information. Can I go back? There, Jesus. Freaking hit circle 8 times. Maybe I should try to call Smirnov, or whatever, however his frickin' name is pronounced. Maybe he has that information. I have no clue. Because I know I for sure need that information.
Smirnoff.
I think I have a new lead on the Dunn case. Dunn and the gym's cleaning lady were about to get married.
Great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
Okay. Okay. Finally got something useful to get that got done. Because, you know, it does sometimes get annoying in the sense of, you know, sometimes you have no clue what to do. You feel like you've done everything. But then there's just like one small thing that you...
Life is
oh
often
my
off-key,
god, my
like a bad
volume.
song.
Holy crap. That was
The
so
notes come
freaking
together
loud.
and feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music. And yet, there are ways to string them together to create harmony. Ways that are not always entirely in our hands.
You look tired, John.
You look pretty tired yourself.
Yep, I'm beat. I'm starving. Just got back from the annual police medical. Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water. John, you alright?
I'm always all right.
Yep, that's the problem with us men. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye. Even if it was lying on top of this table.
You drank 2 huge glasses of water. How are your kidneys coping with that?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should go to the... If you'll excuse me.
This must be where I get all of Dunn's shit. Their age, weight, and height. Oh no, my controller battery is low.
Interesting.
Form of death, suicide. Internal findings, no internal observations. Insufficient or inconclusive.
Now I feel even thinner. So do my kidneys.
Thanks.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now? Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I'll try, but sometimes there's no alternative.
All right. In any case, keep me posted, will you?
Okay.
Friend, you can count on it.
Take care, John.
As always, Smirnov had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention second thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to bite.